Y'all, I got another video for you guys, and that is we made 10 creators debate insane anime hot takes. And we're gonna go ahead and see what it is. We're gonna put our perspectives on it. It's that and the other. And hopefully y'all enjoy this video.
Welcome back to Anime IRL, where today we are playing Anime Hot Takes.
Oh, they got King Vader in here.
Justified.
Frieza
isn't racist, he's a galactic businessman.
What the fuck? That's the most racist shit you could say. Especially saying that he a businessman.
The rumbling was 100% justified.
Ooh. It kind of was. It kind of was. The rumbling was kind of justified.
I'm not doing that.
What does it say?
Ram is hot.
Richard, I don't know why you would write that. You were trying to catch one of us up, weren't you?
Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Jet.
I'm auxiliary.
I'm Danny. I'm Ryan.
Vader.
Kella.
Vader.
The power of friendship is just peer pressure. And it's unhealthy to promote it in anime.
Fuck friends.
All Sasuke wanted to do was just chill and leave the village, man.
Look. In Naruto, that whole spin was weird as hell. That whole spin was weird as fuck. But I could understand why. I could understand why it was there. He felt him as a true friend. But Shikamaru was his best friend. Let's keep it a bean. Shikamaru was his best friend. Like, that boy came to the swing, this, that, and the other. He tried to play with him all the time. Come on now.
Could have just gone to Zimbabwe, become a farmer, and had a great life, dude.
as one dreams about doing.
I mean, all of the hassle that he was pulled into because Naruto wanted to be his friend.
What differentiates humans from animals, Steven? Is it thumbs? No, it's the indomitable human spirit, Steven. Through friendship, love, and perseverance,
Why you say Steven like that?
we can change our fate, and we can make the world a better place. And by moving to Zimbabwe and becoming a farmer, Steven, that does nothing to make the world a better place.
Passionate as hell.
Zimbabwe farmers are typing.
Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is a flawless anime with nothing wrong with it.
That baby's an adult, actually.
Okay, what is Mushoku Tensei about it at its core? The main character, his whole thing.
I don't really know nothing about that anime, so I'm about to skip that part. I might watch it.
We're not getting past that, babe.
Pokemon battling is no different than dogfighting.
When you watch
If we're gonna be honest, it's the same thing. Let's live in the real world. Let's live in the real world right now. Bro, y'all capturing these damn Pokemons. Let my nigga free. Let my nigga go. They do not want to be there. Some of them do, but they probably just waiting for that treat after every fight with their ass knocked out and dizzy as hell with the circular eyes to not even get it. And they gonna forget about that bitch the next morning like, treat? Did I say I was gonna get a treat? You said that, right? No, I never said that. No treat for you. No treat? No treat.
watch Pokemon, the Pokemon chooses.
No, I choose you is actually the quote.
I think it's a consensual and mutual exchange. I think the Pokemon, if they don't willingly
It is
wanna
mutual.
fight, I mean, they visibly weaken themselves. They choose each other, and I think Pikachu
That is
lives
true.
to serve Ash.
To catch a Pokemon, don't you have to battle it with a Pokemon or throw the ball at it that captures it, right? Because it doesn't willingly go into the Pokeball.
Did you also know that Pokemon can refuse a fight too? Like I said, they visibly
can.
weaken
Yeah, they can.
themselves, and if they don't
And what
want
do
to
you
fight,
think happens? They just.
I mean,
So if they don't fight, you're gonna.
But I remember my first time seeing a Pokemon not come out of that damn Pokeball. They didn't come out the Pokeball, or when one came out, just didn't want to fight at all. I think I seen one just go ahead and just get beaten up because he didn't want to fight. Like not by the Pokemon battler, but by the other Pokemon itself. He was just like sitting there just eating them hoes. If I'm correct, let me know.
I'm gonna throw another Pokemon out. So
It was a
hey, if you
while.
don't wanna
It's
fight
been
this
a while.
battle, Kella, I'm gonna make Oxy fight it. She gonna get fucked. How do you feel about that?
So you're putting Oxy in a dogfight?
Yes.
Dub is the top tier way to enjoy an anime.
I wouldn't say it's top tier. I wouldn't say dub is top tier. But I would say dub is a preferable way for me as long as the dub is good. If the dub is not good, I'm taking my ass straight to the Japanese. I'm taking my ass straight there.
Well, first off, anime, the characters that are written, some of them aren't even meant to be from any specific nationality. It's meant to be enjoyed from people all over. So if there is a dub in your language, I feel like people should be able to enjoy it in Spanish and English. I think it's a bit of elitism when you're like, oh, you have to watch it in sub, you have to watch it in sub. Because also, what if someone is like hard of is deaf or blind. I mean, sorry. What if they can't read the subtitles? You know, like dub is also helpful for people.
They also can't watch anime. I ain't gonna lie, she kind of fucked up her whole point.
Hey, her point on accessibility is important.
You're not real if you watch dub. It's just there's.
Of course, a nigga that look like him would say some shit like that. No, guys. No. If you're watching dub, you're just stupid. I'm not saying he's saying that, but he'll like one of the people like, huh, you're a fucking amateur. Push his glasses up.
It's that simple.
It's just sounding like elitism over here.
What, can you not read?
I definitely can read, yeah. There's probably some blind people that can't read, so they can't watch the anime. They should be able to hear it and enjoy the story.
Braille.
When you can find a TV with Braille, then that works. Feel the TV.
Anime fans understand stories and endings better than manga readers. Have you ever read a manga and you do
Well, but then there's kind of a difference with some of them though, because some of the endings are different. Some of the endings feel different. They say different things. Even in Japanese or in the anime. Well, you know what? In Japanese, I'm pretty sure it's the same, but in dub. So I'm not going to go back to the dub and Japanese thing. But I feel like because of the pacing of manga has good pacing, obviously. Don't get me wrong. But Japanese, like if you're watching the anime, it's more pure cinema to it instead of just looking at a drawing and turning that page. So, but if you're reading a manga, I'm not gonna go on the cinematic stuff on it though. But if we're gonna say about this topic, I ain't gonna lie, this kind of got me. I kind of gotta say manga because I feel like you process more when you read something. Obviously, you can if you watch something, but I feel like if a show goes on for so long, like say One Piece, somebody who only reads, they'll probably forget some beats, and then I don't know, like y'all probably get what I'm saying. I just really feel like it would be better in manga though, regardless, because you read it like you read it all instead of reading it, and like all the points is gonna click with you even better. I feel like if you read, the points will click better.
one of those binges where you read the whole thing, you know, in one night. You read 80 chapters. 2 days later, you're trying to think back to 40 chapters, you know, before that you had caught up to. You can't even remember what was going on. Sometimes the art gets so clustered, the lines become ambiguous, everything kind of blends together because it's all black.
But I'm also going off of my mindset. That was my mindset. Like, obviously, in some animes, like I got a bunch of manga behind me, behind this green screen. I finished probably like 3 sets. of some stuff, right? There was some things, like, if I was watching it, there's some books, if I was watching it, I understood the ending better and why everything turned out the way it was. But then there's some mangas that if I'm reading it, I can't understand it as better. Like I said, I forget or something like that and go there. So it's kind of hard, but I feel like for majority, if we're going to go by arcs, at least I can understand that. I can go with manga. If we're going like full set, full everything, like Dragon Ball, if you're going by arc, but if you're talking about like something like Attack on Titan, yeah, I gotta watch it. I might be able to get past with reading it, but I don't know.
It's really hard to discern and contrast. When I read Chainsaw Man right now, half the time I don't know what the fuck is going on. When you actually watch the show and you have all of these different contrasting, you know, pre-composed scenes that are completely thought out, they make it and design it in a way that's to be cohesive for the viewer.
A really good example is obviously One Piece, because there's a lot of fan service that is actually changed in the animation. Or another example is in Naruto, we have Sakura purposely being nerfed by the animators, and this has been said by the creator. Even though in the manga, Sakura is a great character.
Like, people who read JJK do not understand Jujutsu Kaisen at all. Jujutsu Kaisen manga readers are dumb and don't understand
why does he look so
tropes
serious?
of women.
Frieza isn't racist, he's a galactic businessman. What do we think of when we think of Frieza?
No, bro. Invader, you better not sell this debate. You better not sell it, my nigga. Because Frieza is racist. He goes around calling people monkeys and taking over planets that is lesser than him. He's like a Viltrumite, but on a galactic level. Come on.
We think of the Frieza Force. We think of the Empire. How complicated of a machine must have he built with all these employees, these subsections, these different strike forces, this wonderful business that he's created? Does he?
This nigga is racist. He is glazing the fuck out of Frieza right now, bro. He is glazing the fuck out of Frieza, gang. Why are you defending this nigga so hard? Bro, he is over here. Bro, that he sound like he sound like a Trump supporter glazing everything that he does. Pop it out your mouth, nigga. I don't know what to say.
He call people bad names? Sure. But he does that to everybody. He doesn't single out the Yardratians or the Saiyans.
He calls a Earthling. He calls Namekians. But he also called Dende a filthy Namek. He knows what Saiyans are. He calls Saiyans. But he'll call them filthy Saiyans and monkeys. Are we really debating this shit? Like, are we serious?
Or the Tuffles. He hates them all equally. It's not a singular race.
Stop it. It's definitely the same.
Everyone.
I never seen him wipe out a whole race of people besides the Saiyans. Yeah, was he scared? Yeah. But he still was mad. He literally enslaved them. He literally enslaved the Saiyans. Come on.
Let's just start off by saying, in the Broly movie, Frieza's first line, and I quote,
Hello, monkeys.
The anime community would collapse without nostalgia. What we have now only exists.
The anime community will collapse without nostalgia. I don't know about that one.
This because of our history. And if it started maybe 10 years ago and everything, anime finally comes to the US or something like that, like what came out 10 years ago that was as groundbreaking as something like Gundam, Sailor Moon, all that stuff.
Anime is so powerful, a powerful art medium at its core, including manga, that it would still find its way to reach audiences across the globe. If One Piece didn't exist, well then maybe, let's look at Attack on Titan. Like, yes, it's inspired by these big three, but if these big three didn't exist or all these past anime didn't exist, these artists would still find a way to create, because that's how powerful
that is true.
This art medium is.
I agree with her point.
The rumbling was 100% justified.
Yes, because remember, all they would have done was go to war multiple times, and who knows who would have won, but most likely in my head, I would have thought the Marlians would have won. The rest of the Marlians, I'm pretty sure they found understanding with Eldians. Only because Eren did what he did. He was ready to kill all them niggas. But it didn't work out. Because Armin, Mikasa, and the rest of them, the rest of the scouts and everybody stopped them. They found some type of understanding to where they was cool. Eren is the one who put that together by even starting it in the first place. And he would have knocked everybody off. So in the end, the rumbling helped regardless. Am I right or am I wrong? Cause I don't think I am wrong, and I'm standing 10 toes on this unless somebody gives me something. Because I watched it, and I watched it multiple times, especially that damn scene in particular to where he was trying to start it. And then he said what he was going to do, this, that, and the other, why the fuck he was doing it. And then when he was in that thing, I'm in that little void place with Armin. Because in all reality, he didn't want to do it. Nobody was trying to come to grips on chilling the fuck out. They wanted to take Eren, not only take Eren, kill all of them. They literally tried to stop them from having kids, gang. And they weren't going to stop. They weren't.
Sometimes violence is okay.
Whoa!
Yes!
Sometimes violence is fine. Because you know what? These people were oppressed for so long, and you just push and push people to a certain point. People are gonna retaliate. And maybe it wasn't the most ethical thing to do, but at the end of the day, Eren,
That's like saying if somebody fucking with your family and they not trying to stop and they over here just constantly trying to cause harm with you. Say it's a whole nother like group of, okay, say it's a bunch of neighbors. A bunch of neighbors on the other side of the street, all the way down the road. The other side is oppressed as hell. Cops ain't finna help it. They say do your own thing, this, that, and the other. Say this is what's happening, which obviously will never happen. Police will be there in a heartbeat to sit up there and arrest your ass. But say that they stay going to war with the other side, and the other side that's oppressed, they trying to make peace, but they can't make peace because the other niggas don't want peace. They want something you got. Not even just want something you got. They just want y'all asses gone because they call you demons. They think y'all all are demons because y'all are across the street. And they're not stopping. Showing no notions of stopping. Even having a whole damn ceremony declaring war on y'all stupid asses. My nigga, I'm steamrolling all they fucking houses. I'm turning into the most ignorant titan. And I'm dogging y'all asses. Like, come on now. And then y'all are literally, and then let's keep it a bean though. Marley was the true demons. The Eldians was peaceful as hell. Peaceful as shit. They were just trying to survive off bread and shit. Come on now. I didn't, yeah, no.
Just wanted to balance out the scales. You know, yes, it. Yeah.
I mean, did you see that final part of the anime where those two Marleyan children were trying to pick up their spare change and they were just brothers and they were scared. Right. They didn't know what's going on.
Look, that is true. But at the end of the day, think about who caused it. Like, bro, that's the one thing that pisses me off about people trying to logical think. Because the other person is still thinking logical. You're thinking off of emotion. Not a logical standpoint. Y'all started this shit. We're going to finish this shit. And that's the problem with people nowadays. That's like sitting up there. Okay, you and your friends been bullying this nigga for how long? Y'all decided to chill out. He don't know y'all trying to chill out. Maybe y'all gonna jump this nigga after he puts his hands on that dude, of the ringleader of the bullies, right? Nigga, y'all been bullying this nigga for 10 plus years or 10 plus months or whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't know. I don't care. We could just say a time frame regardless. The nigga is scared. Is it right that he was sitting up there and go off on everybody? No, but collateral damage is a thing. And it happens in everything, gang. So the bully mess with the boy get up, knock his shit out. See the other dude just looking. You collateral damage. Y'all started this. We don't know how y'all gonna act. Sasha was a kid. I mean, not Sasha. I forgot her name. What was her name? Gabby. Gabby was a kid. Shot Sasha. What about Sasha? And they didn't even choose to knock Gabby off after she was captured. They didn't even do it. They really brought no harm to her. Gabby was still trying to cause harm to everybody else in that bitch. She wasn't chilling the fuck out. She literally killed another person, I'm pretty sure. Or tried to. I forgot what she did. But she sure as hell was on demon time still. Calling everybody demons. That was racist as fuck too. Let's keep it a bean.
We're born into this system that they didn't choose, and that's so unfortunate. But like, I just don't understand. I can't wrap around like.
But the indoctrination still makes these people dangerous to the people that Eren is trying to defend. It's self-defense if you think about it.
Eradicating an entire population.
But look, if there's any other way to get out of that, okay. But if they have a system and everybody is respecting them, even at a young ass age, how do y'all think Falco? Was it Falco? I forgot who it was, but Reiner, Annie, Bertold, they were kids when they started. What do you think the next kid was going to do? The next kid was going to inherit a Titan probably. 9 times out of 10, 5 times out of 10, whatever you want to say, would have inherited a Titan and grew up to keep trying to oppress them niggas. And it still would have happened anyways. They literally sat up there and said that they were still trying to take them out, even if they got the Attack Titan. Like, it's not a good thing, mind you. It's not a good thing. I'm not in no way, shape, or form saying it was a good thing for the eradication. For the eradication of the Marlians that Eren was trying to do. But it was the only choice he had. Without that, they wouldn't be fine today. There would have been no way. They went down there, they tried their food, this, that, and the other, when they visited Marley with Levi. And they could see what was going to go on. They could see it. They could see what was going to go on. They knew it wasn't going to end. They was trying to come up with some cop and please shit, this, that, and the other, even though they have nothing to be sorry for. Like, my nigga, no. There was no other way, though. And they're just collateral damage. They most likely would have been grown up in that system, too. Even grandmas and shit was sitting up there downing them niggas. Come on.
Of people.
No, we're not talking about if it was right or wrong. We're talking about, is it justified? He wasn't like, I'm going to wake up today and kill all these people. He had years and years of suffering.
Because he didn't even want to do it. Mind you, he did not want to do it. That scene with Hanji, that's the perfect scene. The scene with Hanji. If you have something that you have cooking or planning, whatever the fuck he said, tell me what it is to stop this, to stop what I'm going to do. There was no answers. No answers.
And abuse and racism on the other people's end, and that is why the rumbling happened. The rumbling would not have happened if it weren't for this oppression of his people.
I will also say, Eren Yeager did nothing wrong. He is so fine. I would follow this man till the end of the world.
One okay, those are not helping.
Considered a top anime solely due to its awful pacing.
No. One Piece, even though I'm not even all the way caught up, even though the pacing is kind of weird, at the end of the day, their points are made. Their points are made. The fights are good as hell. The crew is dope as hell. The enemies are dope as hell. Boy, I can't wait to get all the way caught up. I can't wait. Even though it's all that stuff, like the last boring part that I could say that I was on was probably the Alabasta arc. That arc was slow as hell. It was slow as shit. It wasn't moving me. I did not want to keep watching it, but still kept watching it and got through it, kept watching, and everything else. There's still some other slow parts, but it's still good.
I agree. One Piece definitely has too much filler. That's why we have One Piece. That's why we have the live action One Piece doing a great job. And that's why One Piece is being reanimated to current day.
I think, slow sometimes is good. Even
if
it's too slow. You feel me? I think that One Piece being so slow can make you pay attention specifically to the characters, to their motivation.
And then not also that, like, take it from me, because I'm like, obviously I was watching, I had to rewatch it. That's why I went past the Alabasta arc. That's why that's the first arc I mentioned, because I had to rewatch it. I'm definitely way farther than the Alabasta arc, don't get me wrong. But the thing with that is the pacing part, you get to know the characters a lot more. You get to know the characters a lot more. You see the fun times, this, that, and the other. Like, what if one of them was to die and the crew has been there for a long time, but the pacing was so slow that they was able to joke around, chill out, sit up there and talk to each other, console each other after everything, because everybody had their own problems. What if one of them characters died? It would be so, bro. I'm over here thinking about one of my favorite characters on there just dying, bro. But look, that's a good thing, because it's unpredictable now. And if something happens, you're going to feel it. You're going to.
The moments to the tears, you feel me? Who needs One Piece? You have One Piece, you feel me? So
listen, I tried watching One Piece around the Big Ma arc, and I remember 75% of the episode was a recap, and I'm like, wow, that's stupid.
What if you missed the last episode? Guess what? This episode.
You gotta watch it again.
Fan service is actually good. You're just uptight.
Fan service can be good, but fan service sometimes y'all be tripping with the fan service sometimes. If we're gonna be honest, the fan service. Fan service is not always good. I don't always want to sit up there and see a fan service with like if you had an original story that you wanted to make, I don't want you to sit up there and guide your feelings, shift it to the side because somebody wants something else, or because you're afraid of ratings or whatever else you might want. I don't want to see one of my favorite characters being sexualized in a bikini. Like, because you wanted to sit up there and boost ratings or give fan service or this, that, and the other. Hey, am I complaining though? Not really. But as long as the story is there, do whatever the hell you want to. Just don't make it over the top. Just like, don't do stupid shit. And usually when I see fan service, it's with female characters. I just hate that, because I don't. Me personally, y'all can call me odd or whatever y'all want to. I don't want to keep seeing a female being sexualized or this, that, and the other. And that's one thing that I usually see in some animes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm trying to go watch a different anime or something like that, and I'm getting into it, even if it's just coming out and I'm watching episode by episode, but then I see this, that, and the other, and I go on Twitter or I see something else, and it's like, this is why we did this. Do y'all like that? This, no, nigga, no. All because you got a lot of votes to sit up there and do that, it doesn't mean you should do it all the time. If you do it a few times, okay, cool. It's not taken away from my experience, but if you implementing shit in that wasn't supposed to be in, bro, like, it's no point in doing that.
Are animals. Sex is a natural thing. It's a part of life. So depicting that in media isn't inherently wrong. Art mirrors life.
Right.
Media is art, right?
Right, but I don't.
Especially in, like, the guy animes that I usually be watching, like Shonen and everything like that. I don't want to see my boy just sitting up there or farming with some hoes, shirtless and this, that, and the other, nonstop, even as a filler episode. I'm not watching that shit, gang. I'm not watching that shit. That's just me. That's me. I get other people like to do that. I get there's different ways for people to take it, but I just can't consume that.
Think
May I?
Oh, so we can interrupt now. I see.
Never.
Continue.
These are your rules. I just follow them.
Oh, right.
So yeah, as I was.
Am I interrupting?
She did this again. Fuck.
So fan service is cool and all. There's a time and place for sexiness, but sometimes there are characters that are very young and there's no need for jiggle physics in those animes.
That too.
It has nothing to do with furthering the plot. At what point are we going a little too far with
even
the
King
bodily
Vader already got the
proportions,
green.
you know? Big fan of One Piece. It's a little unrealistic. We don't need the fan service all the time, but I do agree with you to some extent.
Agree with me where? I didn't even get to finish my thing.
Here, we'll give you 15 seconds.
Shut up, Oxy. God. Comments. Rate in the Oxy. Rate in the comments.
Rate the
please.
Oxy.
Yeah, rate Oxy.
Gear 5 is a bad transformation.
Let's talk about anime transformation and
I kind of like that transformation, but I kind of don't at the same time. I'm just going to say that. It's still dope, though.
Gear 5 is actually one of the worst. We have Dragon Ball with Goku. Goku's just killing it. I feel like Gear 5 was just a little bit too rushed. I feel like there's just better transformations out there.
It was still
The
good.
animation was fire.
Mappa cooked.
There was like 2 weeks where you could not go anywhere on YouTube without seeing content about Gear 5.
And the ratings are so good on it.
Nanami's death was justified. I can agree with this. I mean, that man worked overtime. He was tired. He just wanted vacation. And if it was a permanent vacation, that's okay. I'm just gonna.
Okay, I thought she was saying that he just deserved to die, period. Like he just, like, shouldn't have been even, like, she didn't like him type of shit.
Say boy was overworked.
So Nanami's death wasn't justified. And the reason he wasn't justified is because I think that Nanami's role is similar to Jiraiya's role, where he does tell the hero how to deal with his pain. He as a teacher should have been held longer, especially since Gojo's imprisonment came all of a sudden and then we
Look, I feel like that works and don't work. I feel like Nanami dying works but don't work at the same time, because for the instance of Yuji, he was lost. He didn't know what to do anymore. And now he's building himself up. At least from what I see from the anime. I have all the books behind me too, but the anime is just like, it can be beautiful. And when it came to him dying, like, I didn't want him to, but at the end of the day he did. But I could see the vision. I would say I could see the vision. And the vision is pretty cool. But it still leaves me to wonder, like she said, a Jiraiya role. What would have happened if he had a Jiraiya role? And, like, shit, that's gonna fuck with some people though. But I feel like it works out the way it is right now, but at the end of the day, if he was alive, I feel like they could have did something better with Nanami with Yuji, because that dynamic was pretty cool, and he was being a good mentor in a way for the few episodes that he was with Yuji.
Just have Yuji in a very lost and painful moment. And
Even though I can argue that Yuji is a powerful, sorcerer, I do think that he was kind of reliant on Gojo and Nanami in terms of training and shadowing and stuff.
And
So
Todo.
I do think that Nanami basically going on permanent vacation was completely validating for Yuji, to see damn, I'm on my own and I really need to lock in. So that's why I like to say.
And that's
Rock
true as
Lee
well.
follows the philosophy of the anime more than any other character, but only gets punished for it.
Yes, he does, because my nigga Rock Lee keeps being on the back burner. He stayed on the back burner. He really don't even do nothing in Boruto unless I'm in the next little line of Boruto, whatever they call it, the last Shinobi or something like that. I don't even know if he does something there, but you don't see Rock Lee really do nothing. I haven't seen Rock Lee do nothing since the goddamn filler episodes in Naruto Shippuden and Naruto with the Kimimaro fight and a few little other things. But besides that, I really don't see him doing nothing. And he is the person who don't use chakra. They could have used him so much. You seen what my guy could do. Y'all could have did something. But hey, it's just me.
At the end of the day, I feel like Naruto's a very deep story, but it can come down to chasing your dreams, never giving up, working hard, right? Rock Lee is literally the character who embodies that the absolute most. To the point where even when he loses,
I didn't even mention that.
He's in hospital rooms doing push-ups with one arm.
Y'all don't know Asian parents. Rock Lee did not work hard enough. My guy could do 10 times more by the time he was 9. Rock Lee could have done more weights, more times, faster. And you know what? If Rock Lee worked harder, he would have become Hokage by episode 100.
No. They wasn't gonna let that happen. If we're gonna talk realistically, yeah. If we're gonna talk realistically, yes. But in Naruto terms, how it's already made, definitely a hell no. Everything was focused around Naruto. The show was called Naruto. Nobody else would have became Hokage.
let's go.
I don't think Rock Lee wanted to become Hokage. You feel me? Ultimately, I just think Rock Lee wanted to be a formidable ninja, a strong ninja. When Rock Lee first met Sasuke, guess what happened? Sasuke's chin touched the ceiling. He literally showed out. Yeah, he lost a Gar. Gar's a Jinchuriki. He has a demon inside of him. I mean, we didn't even know what
even though he was winning a little bit.
Sasuke, and Sasuke didn't get the win either.
Gaara had that tail beast inside him, but Rock Lee could have had that dog in him, and he did it. He could have worked harder. He had 2 ways.
Hold up. He got back up. He got back up unconscious, ready to fight. The nigga wanted the box. The nigga was not done. He said he was doing this shit for L Block. Don't forget.
Anywhere for.
Okay, so he don't got that dog in him, right? So when Gaara literally snapped his arm and his leg, when the fight was presumed to be over, when everyone looked back, who was still standing up unconscious? Rock Lee, standing on business. Big dog in him, stop it.
He need more milk.
He has all the milk in the world. He's standing on a broken leg. And that's called willpower. And that's what Rock Lee is.
Rock Lee broke 2 limbs when my guy broke his whole body. Not dedicated enough.
What? That's the sensei. Who's the student? The student's gonna be, come on, give us some time to cook.
That wasn't valid.
Rock Lee fought Gaara, he should have opened the 8 gates. All 8! Night Elephant, come on! If Rock Lee worked harder, he could have beat the Otsutskis.
The swing set in Naruto is a more well-developed character than Tenten. It's every episode. There's a flashback to him on the swing. Yeah, they never put it away.
They constantly push this idea that Naruto was segregated from the rest of the people and he was othered at all times, and they used it the swing set. The swing set was his only friend when he was growing up. You think Tenten was sitting there with weapon scrolls going, Naruto, what's wrong?
She was talking shit.
I gotta agree.
I saw Tenten more in the Naruto Ninja Storm ranked ladder than I ever saw him in the anime.
My Hero Academia would be better if Deku never got powers. On the back, it says Mineta should be the main character. Fuck you, man! So first and foremost, this show wouldn't exist. Now, Deku, I think if he never got powers, it would be a more accurate depiction of those who are powerless in the world. Now, it might not be your standard anime, but it would.
I'd say if he never had powers and was able to actually fight people without having those powers. because it all starts off with the fact that he was quirkless. But hey,
be a real anime. As much as Deku kind of sucks, like I don't like him personality-wise, his growth was great. Like he ends up sucking less, but it kind of got tired, right? I'm gonna break all my bones. Like, I get it. But that said, despite my opinion of him as a Will Baby, the fight scenes rocked. Like he did some cool shit. Dude, I feel like we're not even watching the same show. Deku, you know what? Beyblade.
3, 2, 1, let it rip.
That's how they play at Beyblade. But y'all, that's it for this one, bro. This was actually fun to watch. I really appreciate everybody who watched it all the way through with me, and even commenting down here to go ahead and do some takes with me. Anime IRL, I want to be on there one day. I ain't gonna lie. Let's push for that. But besides that, thank you guys. Man, anime for life. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one. Deuces.